Hello world, my name is Haxorix and today I'm playing the Binding of Isaac Repentance. In the previous video I unlocked Tainted Lazarus and today I'm going to play as Tainted Lazarus. As always, I don't really know what he's going to be about, so let's just find out. I guess he's going to flip between modes, but I have no idea. Okay, so move, attack, bomb, item. This is normal. What's that in the background? Okay, let's flip. Sorry? What is this in the background though? What is that in the background? Okay, so my attack got stronger and I've got soul hearts. So what, is he just a different character? Does he pick up different items? Why would I want this? Oh, I'm back again. Okay. Oh, I get it. I've got it. I understand. Okay. So interesting. Well, I really want the hourglass. If I get the hourglass, is the dead form only gonna get? I honestly don't know, but I do want it. So hopefully I didn't screw myself over getting that. But that makes sense. That makes perfect sense now. Kinda. How does that work for any other character? Because you can definitely get this item with other characters. So it's a form that only lasts for the current room. Let's see. Okay, it's forced to happen. Every time, okay, a flip, you can purposely flip. I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused. Why is it still a bean? Maybe I've used it in the same room? Question mark? Okay. I kinda am getting it. Maybe flip doesn't. No. Yes? No. No, flip definitely does affect the character as well. Okay, I'm back again. That hasn't changed the item, has it? Uh-oh. It hasn't changed the item. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing each one holds different items as well, to make it more important to get the right items when you flip, maybe? I don't really know. Okay, I'm back here again. Good to see you. BFF. That's also a great item. That soul heart would also be valuable. But I definitely don't think I'm going to be able to afford BFF. Okay, well, definitely do this. Okay. Do my luck's -2. Does my luck change when I transform? It might just be in the flip form it'll be the second item, but I honestly don't know because it doesn't look any more visible being in either flip form. I also expected it to like affect the environment, like make it look different or something. Okay, my luck comes back. And the other stats I gained, I think, comes back. Don't really know. Okay, let's try this out. Flip it. Okay, flipping definitely is what changes the item. Wait, I can get both items? That's a steal. Never mind. But could I get both items if flip was ready? Man, I've gotta try all these out. I honestly don't have a clue. But glowing hourglass this early on, that's just amazing. But I'm very confused. Okay, I'm back again. Yo, what's up? I'm back again. with no hourglass. I was right. I was right. They have different items. Okay. Okay. This is gonna mess with my head. How am I supposed to keep track of all this? I mean, Flip Lazarus is gonna get another item here. After this boss. Boom. I'm sure I could get both items though, right? Or would it disappear? I don't know. Oh, man. It looks like it stays as long as you don't leave the room. But that could just be visually and it doesn't actually work like that. I don't know. Either way, I did not want the beam, so that's fine. Bam. But it means I could have had... Okay, here's the idea. You can get 2 items. You can get both items, but they're not... You can only use one at a time. It's sort of like Jacob and Esau, but not really. Also be interested if a recharge... Surely the recharge has to happen with both characters, right? Because that would otherwise be pretty annoying. Because a 6-room recharge would suddenly become a 12-room recharge, right? So hopefully that works better. Works for where I'm hoping it to. Okay. I hate Ragman. You literally summon every single enemy you spawned. I hate you. Thank you. Meat. I mean, that is actually pretty good. I could reload that boss fight. I think I'm fine. Okay. I think I'm getting this correctly. Too bad I can't. Maybe. Well, Magic Hourglass isn't that great. Oh, it's kind of great. It's okay. I can't really keep it for very long though. Like I want it for this item room. We get. Well, no, we don't get. We get choices of 3 items, I guess. 4 items? 3 items. Not really sure. So 2 things I need going on in here. 1, I need my flip ready. 2, I need my hourglass ready. And I need to be in the right form. But I can't reverse it. So I want to be in normal Lazarus's body so then I can flip it, then reverse it. Oh my god, okay. I think I understand one. I've just made this way more complicated for myself because of the hourglass. But I think I know what I'm doing. I hope. I think I want to flip it. Have it so I'm normal Lazarus, and then when I flip it... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? I have no idea. I have no idea, man. They really like implementing confusing characters, I swear. Is there a way to always stay as Tainted Lazarus? I imagine not. Also, one thing I don't even know. Does 9-volt battery, etc. work with pocket items? Don't actually know. Okay, Flip's ready, so that part's great. Let's check out if the item room is in fact worth it. Money equals power, spider bite. Okay, that is worth it, but let's do something else here. Let's check this out. Piercing shots. Plus, it reveals itself. Loki's horns. So that was not worth it. We turn it back. And we can do it again. Okay, so we do this. We go spider bite. We go the hourglass. Oh, the hourglass. Okay, so if I do any room with Tainted Lazarus, I can do as... No, if I do any... Yeah, if I... No. Huh? I think so. If I do any one as Tainted Lazarus, any room with Tainted Lazarus, I can retry it as many times as I want, I believe. No. Yes? No. No, only if I have Flip ready. Does that bring Flip back? It doesn't bring Flip back. Never. No, it did. It did. Okay. If I've got Flip ready and I've got the Hourglass ready, then I can have infinite retries of any room. Which feels like it's unintended, but also, yo. This in theory is a one run on its own. In theory. But oh man. It's gonna get so confusing. Too bad you don't have damage. Damage equals money equals power, whichever one I'm trying to say. Bum ba bum ba bum bum bum. But you do have Spider Bite, which isn't too bad. Bum 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 bum. Come on. Oh boy. Yeah, I can see a problem with normal Lazarus getting a bit below average, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. It's great that my Hourglass is just almost infinite in a sort of weird roundabout way. Okay, I managed that. And this guy should be easy because I can just kill him from distance. Easy. So who actually gets the chest drop? Because it switches pre-instantly. I mean, we can check out the shop. If I buy one item from the shop, do I get both items? I don't know. Would I have to pay for both items? Would I just get both items? I presume it'll work the same way in Devil Deals. You get both items for the same price. What have we got hidden here? We've got school bag. Yeah. Okay. Would school bag be helpful here? I think it would just cause more confusion for me in the future. So it's probably not worth it. Plus damage. Okay, so this will be normal Lazarus game this. So you do sort of get double items, but not really because, well, I mean, on their level, sure. On these levels where there's less rooms, you can't really charge up your Flip to get more items. So early on, you're going to be sort of low for one of the characters. Or both of them, depending on how you share it out, I guess. You can either have one character fully decked out or both characters with a few less items than normal. Because sure, you can get at least one duplicate, but that's about it. Wait a minute, boss rooms don't have secondary items. From what I can tell, that looks pretty normal to me. Okay, we're definitely not doing Devil Deals, so let's check out the shop again. What is this showing us? Okay, that's what we need to see. Let's check out this. Yeah, that's definitely one item. That's not two items. You cheapskates. You absolute cheapskates. You didn't want me to have two items, huh? Okay, I wonder if that's the same for deals then. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I was waiting for enemies. I forgot these enemies existed. Oh. Okay, well, as long as they die, this isn't so bad. Okay, that isn't so bad. I'm stronger. I'm better. I'm faster, stronger, better. Is my damage going up? Oh wait, no, it must be money equals power and meat, right? Not like the character's getting any stronger. I mean, it is in a way, but... Whoa! His familiars disappear, even those familiars. So he won't have that trinket. I'm trying to think how to use this, but man, does it seem way overly complicated. Bam, bam, bada, bam, bam, bam. Okay, they're back. Welcome back. So I don't destroy the poops until after I complete this room. When I do, here we go. And then this will give me more drops because he has the trinket. Alright. This is making a little bit of sense. So what items? We've got champion belt, which isn't too bad. We've got... There's options, I think. The dark one, maybe? Venticular Vaser. They're not free in the other world, right? In the flip world. No way they would be. I mean, I can try it for free. I mean, that looks like it costs. Let's try it. Okay, you get both items, and then we can reload anyways. So that didn't even matter, because we can literally just do this again. We can literally just do this. That's what I'm talking about. That is just infinite. Okay. Okay. So we know that the shop is useless, so no point wasting a key there. I mean, it's alright if it was any other character, I think. No? I don't know how Venticular Vaser would work. Would the portal stay open for both characters? Do I care? Does it break it? Does the hourglass? No. No? Yes, no. Yeah, I change characters at the end of an enemy defeated room. How's this? We go to defeat the boss, and then we'll reload. What we'll do, we'll defeat the boss, and then we may reload, depending on 1, if an empty room shows up, and 2, if it does... Well, no. Yes, no. Oh, we should be fine. We'll see. What happens here? Okay. That's just 1 item. There's nothing hidden there. It's just 1 item. Okay. So we can technically take 2 of these that we would like. Get out of jail free card is actually really important. Judgment. Okay. Hear me out. We exit, we come back, we test out judgment, then we flip and rewind. I wonder if judgment will be different next time. I don't know. For stuns, pretty good. So how are we gonna do this? I don't think we can keep the sun, can we? If we want to keep judgment. Okay, here's my plan. Here's my plan. Take the sun. We... Why is this so confusing to me? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Get out jail free card. We definitely want on at least 1 of them. Presuming we can carry multiple cards, trinkets, etc. Yeah, it's basically Jacob and Esau, but more confusing. Or less confusing. More or less. If 1 of them is for lost, what happens when you then switch? Does the other one become said lost? Man, I don't want to think about that at the moment. Okay, so you take that. I still don't know what flip does for any other character. Twist of fate, okay. This is supposed to be like Dead Lazarus, isn't it? Okay, here's how my... Well... Okay, here's my idea. We go lost. We'll do 1 mirror world room. We'll be normal Lazarus. We can do a flipperoo. We can do an hourglass. And we can check which is the best to get. We need to do this quickly. Okay. Now what happens? Oh. Okay. Can I leave? Only one gets turned into a lost. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. That's an interesting one. So we'll go in here. What do we see here? We see... Well, I mean, there's no reason not Carmo out, right? That's what I thought. Okay, so let's rewind. It's like a brand new room. What's in here? Okay. So now we know we want Dr. Fetus. So... Actually, I can save a bomb here. Let's rewind. We go like that. And we enter like that. And that is so... This is so weird. Okay, we do that. And obviously it gives us flying. We get the other item as well. No kidding. Okay. Sure. Then we flip. Then... I'm confused. You look like you should be flying, but you're not. Okay, that's fair. Dr. Fetus, though. I mean, absolutely gonna take that. I mean, I've gotta... This is just gone. Now I can hold two things. Right, okay. Okay, interesting. Well, there's no, to me... Wait a minute, wait, we can enter a mirror, right? We can still enter mirror? Okay, this is the best use of my bombs right now, so I don't destroy the mirror doing so. I can't enter a mirror. But my Flipside can. So am I now going to turn them both into a lost? Oh no. But when I do one room, I come back. No, one of them is still a lost. How does this work? No, they should... No? It's fine. I've got the hourglass for now. If I can get the hourglass... Okay, I'm right. He is normal. If I can get the hourglass on the right guy, this will be all fine. This is less fine. This is fine. I think that made my life a lot easier, honestly. I completely forgot my tears were going to change. Okay, this is the scariest part of the run, so don't worry about this part. Just chill, just chill. Okay, just gotta do this room. What card do I have? The sun. Okay, so use the sun if at all required. Shouldn't be required, quite honestly. Okay, both of them can technically destroy rocks and walls. Because this guy has corrosive tears or whatever it's called, so that is good to be aware of. They can both sort of do their own thing. I don't need to rely on one. Okay, so this should be easy. I can do this and go back if at all required. But this boss doesn't even have that much health, quite honestly. There you go. Easy. And then... You don't really need to speed up. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to come back for that item. That makes perfect sense to me. Bam 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 bam. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go back because this guy's speed is low. So having that speed will be quite valuable. Bam 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 bam. Now damage needs to go to either or, honestly. In fact, this guy can probably go without damage for a bit. So if we could get most of the stats related items. I mean, this guy definitely doesn't need Tears Up, that's for sure. Tears Up would really not do anything for him. So as long as I've got my priorities in order, we should be fine. That machine can't be trusted. And I mean, no kidding. Dark Bum. Huh. Okay, I didn't expect this. A free item, I'll absolutely take it. That's amazing. I'm glad I went this route. I'm glad I went into a mirror world. Okay. Okay, the only thing I can't do is blow them up. So that's fine. That's worthwhile to try. Oh, because I have technically infinite bombs. Just depends on which character I am. And then I get some more money for my Dr. Fetus fellow with money equals power. Big brain it. Boom, boom, boom. As long as I can survive. Okay, lemon jar, whatever you want to call it, has recharged. So that is really good that's really good news for us. Honestly. To know that's how that works. That is fantastic. Because it means this item is technically a, what, 2-room recharge, maybe? Because I'm only going to see it half the time. Okay, so we do have the other. So what we should take is Judgment, I guess. And then let's go down. I'm getting there, I understand now. I'm understanding. So I should use this jar when it's going to actually be useful, probably. I'll try to. If it works how I think, which I think I've worked out that it does. But I need to double confirm that because I might have not been paying attention. So we will see. So as long as the Dr. Fetus guy comes at the boss, which should be easy unless the boss is literally the last room I see. So maybe a compass would be really valuable, depending on, would the map only show itself half the time? That would be interesting. Okay, I finally get use of that. And I also can reverse time, but only half the time I can reverse time. Although, if I can do it half the time, I think I can do it infinitely. That makes sense. I'm just going to use the sun now. Neither character has a lot of health, so don't think it'll be that valuable to keep.
Ace of clubs.
Boom, boom, ba-doom. Okay. Drop. Item room. Cool. I need to go to the boss straight away, it seems. Because if I can do that, then I know what's gonna happen. By that, oh, what even hit me? He can't spit at me. What even spat at me? Are you kidding? You can't do that. I honestly don't know what just happened. I saw an enemy that can do that. But, okay. Fair enough, I guess. Free stuff. I guess I take that. It's really not going to be helpful.
I can see forever.
That's a little helpful, I suppose. Oh yeah, I stay as this guy for now. I should remember to use the pill with the guy that can reverse time. with Doctor Strange. Easy. I think if there's an enemy room before the boss, the hourglass is infinite. Or if I have flip and I use flip for boss, which will be much more likely in the future when I'm actually dealing with boss, I want to do that with. I do want the check the item room first, so I can definitely do that. So okay, use that. Okay, you guys need to please appear where I want you to. Okay, one of you did. Thank you. Okay, nice. Let's check this out then. I think that's worth it, yeah. So, Monstro and Coastal Liquid. I don't know how that works with Dr. Fetus, but sure. Let's do it like that. Probably won't have a recharge for a shot, but that's fine. It's fine. What made that so he didn't actually take damage from that rock just now? Honestly, don't know. Unless he was far enough away, but he got pushed. So, okay. that definitely works. Bam. Bam. So I'm turning into Dr. Fetus Man after this room. Which is exactly how I wanted it to. I still have a chance for a shop, I guess. I guess what I should do is what's the recharge onto. I mean, if this has enemies in it, that's actually better for me because I think my flip will be ready. So I've got destruction from that versus judgment. Well, let's see what judgment is. Okay, I don't think he's going to change. Also, that kind of sucked for this guy, but he does have health on ground. And then we can change some health into... Okay. Yeah, this works. So he definitely needs the health right now. And then we can give Dark Bomb some, which I forgot he existed, but I only see him half the time, to be fair. So you do... Well, I've already got one of those. Sure. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so we have to do one more room. Hope it's an enemy room. That's the best bet. Okay, cool. That's a relief. And then we'll be Dr. Fierce. We don't take the super secret room just in case it's an enemy room. And then we go for a boss with the Dr. Fetus guy who can reverse time. Which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we're technically getting double items in a way. Where, you know, sort of like Tainted Isaac, but not at the same time. Okay. Who we got? Chubb. I think this is perfect, probably. Nice. Okay, let's check out what we get to. Jacob's Ladder, Eden's Soul, player card. Well, I get 2 good items here. We only get 1 good item on that side, so I think there's an obvious answer here. So here's how am I gonna do this. So I do that, and I do that, and I flip it, do that, take that, use it, do that, Do that. I think we want the hourglass though. So wait, what did we get out? Oh no. Okay, let me think about this for a second. Let me think. We can reverse time, it's fine. And what did we just get out of that? Remind me? Wait, did we get anything? Eden Soul. Let's reverse. Reverse. Let's do it again. Okay, here's plan number 2. I can't. This is tricky. Okay, so new idea. We do. How's Jacob's ladder gonna work? Does it depend on the character that leaves the floor? Or does it happen over time? Oh, flip. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Yoink, yoink. We'll pick that up with normal. You understand what I'm saying, right? Flip it. Boom. Take that. Boom. Take that. Easy life. That's still there, but we're not. Who cares? Who cares? I don't. Right, so I think that was worthwhile. This, we can't flip it anyways. So, who cares? The shop, we can only get 1 item out. Unless there's a battery, and I don't know if a battery works with pocket items. That's not something I've really paid any attention to whatsoever. There's also a super secret room, so let's check these out. Door key. Door. What? Oh wait, that's only happen on the new floor. I thought that protected you from greed. Bum 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 no. Again, I don't know how any of these work. If it's on a new floor, I feel like they should make it work over time. But I don't think they'll do that. Okay. I've got a lot of damage now, thanks to all this money. Oh, maybe money is good just to keep hold of. This is definitely better than that. Although it's not much of a difference, honestly. And then we should do the boss arena. Like, why? Oh wait, could we not go in? We can go in. Flip. Flip gets charged. We only get 1 item from here. Think this is the correct play. So let's do it. Boom. 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 No. Easy. Oh no. Oh no. This is how this room works? I guess that makes sense. Wait, I do see a second item in there. Why was it hidden from me? Okay, here's how we're gonna do it. We'll use it on this character, but we need to flip it. So we'll do it on the next boss. Oh man, this is so confusing. Wait, that's not our next boss. We'll do it after we defeat this boss, which should flip us, and then we can flip it again. Luckily, this isn't a hard boss anyways. I don't think. Okay. Maybe other boss items has had it and I've not noticed. I honestly don't know. I'm so confused. Okay, normal one gets it. Oh, it gave a flipping range up. For God's sake. Okay. I was really hoping for something good there. Okay, so basic class. He's got the ladder. It's not called Jacob's Ladder, but I call it Jacob's Ladder. It's called like Stairway to Heaven or something. It's stupid. Okay, I think we just go... Oh, I can see the reflect. Oh, that is cool. You can see the reflection. Although that just will confuse me more, but whatever. Okay, good thing is we've got money. Bad thing is, if there's a flip side, I won't have it ready. I didn't think about there being a flip side. There's a flip side. Okay, it's not the worst thing to lose. That's important to be aware of, though. Okay. So, I think I do take both and reduce damage. But I didn't mean to. He's always next to the door. Okay. Then I do don't blow him up, please. And then I do don't blow him up, please. Even if I flip in this room, here's an idea. I think, will killing this guy flip me? I actually don't know. Let's just see how this works. I'm pretty sure if I flip in this room, it still wouldn't flip the item, right? It didn't in the boss arena room, so I presume flipping characters is not the same as flipping items. But we will see. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. It did flip him, but did not flip the item. Important to know. Okay, and then I can blow up the beggar. Okay. Okay, confusion. Okay, well, I've got my hourglass, so this is fine. Except we don't actually see the second item anyways. So let's get a charge ready for that. I didn't mean to do this. I thought this was an enemy room, for God's sake. I would never have blown him up. That was the worst thing ever. I took so much needless damage. Okay, we clearly blow that up. Okay. How close is our flip? It's two. We really need... That needs to lower the recharge. Okay, I know. Makes sense it doesn't. But boo. Okay. Okay, well, I can't even use my item here. So, that's annoying. Wait a minute. I forgot. I can break out of room for both characters. Okay, that would be like massive. When I take damage, it recharges flip, which means I can then get my hourglass, which means every room I'm invincible if I can take 6 damage. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We have officially broken it now? I mean, the habit always breaks the hourglass on its own, but I've broken it with these two characters. So, okay. Okay, now we're talking here. We definitely leave those for normal Lazarus. Now we're aware of what kind of power we have. I can't rewind in this state. Okay, I need one more room. Okay, as long as I'm paying attention, I should be fine. Forever alone. Oh yeah, we've seen this room. That isn't infinite. Why did I just do that? I guess because I know I can avoid this damage easily. But now that requires 2 recharges, right? Oof. Okay, as long as this guy is healthy. But it's only infinite. It's only infinite. I don't know. It's only infinite if I'm normal Lazarus. I need to be normal Lazarus for it to be infinite, I think, is my understanding of this now. So let's stop taking needless damage. Okay, let's check this out. Diplopia. How can I big brain this? The big brain move here is taking Diplopia with the Flipside, duplicating the hourglass, both having the hourglass. That's the big brain move here. So let's reverse it. We need 1 more room. Let's check we're not missing anything important in the item up here. But also, health-wise, we're not looking good. But I think either or. I don't know. This is flipping confusing, man. Okay, well, let's check this out. We can skip my item room and not be worried. So what character am I now? I need to be the other character. And take Diplopia, man. As long as Diplopia doesn't mess anything up that I don't expect it would, then we should be fine. Boom, 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 boom. Easy. This is such an interesting character. Okay, so let's check this out. Cool, money is nice. Right. Okay, so we take that. Does it duplicate both? I guess this is a good question to also know. Looks like it duplicates 1. Okay. So
Puberty.
That's nice. We take that. Then we wait for a classic flip. And then we're good. And then we have just invincibility, I guess? I think that has to be how it works. But it's also very confusing. This is extremely confusing, but okay. So now we take that. And then, in theory... What? So if we just do this, we have an hourglass. Wait, what? No, it is infinite. Kinda. Infinite with a question mark. So when you reverse time with flip, because the game considers you not to have hourglass anymore, Obviously can't take the charge away. Was there anything good in here? I mean, contact is nice, I guess. Plantain is probably nicer. We only get one item out of this room otherwise. Okay, so it's technically infinite with a question mark. And I say with a question mark because the game considers you to now have the hourglass. It takes away the hourglass that you obviously have. But otherwise it's infinite. Because you can do it with either or character. You can. So as long as one of the characters have an hourglass recharge. No. Yes? Yes. No. Yes? No. Huh? If you have Flip and an hourglass recharge, then it's infinite. So it's like before, but either or character, it doesn't matter at this point. So it's just making it easier to have that invincibility, if I'm understanding it correctly. This is the future, man. This is the future of the Binding of Isaac. Luckily, they don't have big charges anyways, so it hardly makes a difference. You know, it hardly makes it any difficult. But, okay. Okay. I mean, pocket items themselves are confusing, having to cycle from all, but this is fine. I want to check if the item does have the flip side, and then we'll reverse time if it doesn't. I mean, I probably won't want it anyways, but I need to confirm to myself I'm not missing anything. I know I'll have to do the whole boss again, but that's fine. It shouldn't take very long. I walked into fire. It's fine when we're starting it anyways. As long as I don't die. Okay, the strategy is to flip, then reverse time. That is the strategy. Okay. As long as I'm well with my strategy. I'm reversing over this anyway, so this is just a... This is basically a practice run right now. Down, down. Down. Bum-ba-dum. Okay, don't enter that. Flip it. Okay, it's the same. Then go back. Okay, I think there's an issue. Okay, well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think the dev room will show up now. But we'll see if it does. We should be fine. I want to do this damageless or take as least damage as I can right now. What? Where's my charge? Huh? What? Where's my charge gone? Wait, I can, wait, it's fine. But I'm, okay, maybe I didn't have full charge when I did this. Okay. Okay. Maybe I didn't have full charge when I did this. Maybe? Because the charge destiny haven't changed. It's fine, I have the habit anyways. So the habit makes it even harder. It practically means having invincibility. Also, it's not 6 damage. It's only 3 damage now to take with the hourglass. That's right. Okay, okay. This item's so broken, man. This character, this item, one of the two, whichever you would like to consider to be broken, is broken. Man, I don't know how am I gonna do this. Okay, do it again. I don't know the best place to stand and how to dodge the enemies. But we'll try it over here, see if it makes it easier. His attack is too easy to get hit by. Okay. Try again. Okay, maybe I need to open this space up for me. This is a terrible position to stand in, right? Okay. So maybe it's a terrible room layout, to be honest, because of all the stupid rocks in the way. Like, oh yeah, do a whole fight. Oh, so you can't move. Okay, let's try it like this. It's the waves different every time. They seem to be. But I could be wrong. Okay, he's gone. Okay, this definitely is different. Okay. Can deal with these guys, I think. Go, go, go. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Okay, not many ways to go now. Just don't screw me over, please. Okay. Okay, so I definitely want damage with that guy. That's an easy one. Yeah, check Devil Deal, why not? I think I would rather... This is just one item that would benefit me. I think I would rather have Flip. I think I would rather Flip. Okay. Flip for the angel shop. Oh, see? See, now that's what we're talking about here. That is what we're talking about here. So... So, how do I do this? Okay, so... I guess... I mean, it's pretty straightforward, isn't it? So, I think we take Holy Card. And then, flip. Nope. Nope. It's fine. Wait, no, I can force a flip back. Okay, I'm gonna take Sacred Heart anyways, just in case I lose that. But if I kill this, I should be able to flip, and then I should be able to damage myself, then I should be able to rewind time. Okay, I don't even need damage to myself, rewind time. What? Why? Hello? Game? Game's broken? Game broken? Game broken? So if you reverse, hang on a minute. Who's the broken one here? If you reverse time, if you reverse time in that place, it doesn't come back. How does that make sense? How does that make any sense at all? That makes zero sense. That is bad programming. What? I lost out on 2 great items because the game isn't consistent with itself. That is so poor. That is unbelievably poor. So, I'm breaking the game, but also the game clearly doesn't have a clue on how to work. How it should work. It hasn't got a clue. It has no idea how it's supposed to work. That is terrible. That is awful. I just wanted to... How am I even supposed to realise that's how that was gonna work? Is my question, I guess. How was I supposed to know that's how that was gonna go down? There's no way you would have been able to be like, oh yeah. So clearly, if you use flip here, it's gonna not work. It's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. If you just do the calculations, you can clearly see that this item doesn't work like that, and it's your fault for making a mistake there. You should have done it. I mean, it's so confusing, this character on its own, right? It's so confusing, this character on its own. It doesn't need to be made more confusing by game mechanics actually being inconsistent with each other. Who needs Sacred Art anyway? Am I right? We'll probably get to Sharp again. We'll get to Sharp again, it's fine. I mean, it's not counted as seen, and we're seeing more of those things, but I'm still just annoyed. Who gets this? Who is getting this item? I'm not even... Okay, not this character. This character does not get this item. Is my decision. Also, GB Bug sucks, so nobody cares. But Rock Bomb definitely has to go to my first version, because I can't think of many items that I would be worried about losing tears to as Dr. Thesis Man. I can't think of many items. WoW's regular version could definitely use it. I mean, if it got anything big like Brimstone or something like that, yeah, you take it. So hopefully we find something for you. That's what we're hoping for here. I'm still annoyed after all that. I mean, we're fine. The game did just give me rock bottom, but still. Still. Maybe it was a play. It was a genius play, guys. I'm fine if it would have been a mistake on my part, right? And it was almost a mistake on my part, but I wasn't that careful because I knew I could reverse it. And then it turns out I couldn't reverse it. But I don't know how I was supposed to know I wouldn't be able to reverse it. Again, we're invincible this run. So for me to complain about that is probably a bit ridiculous. But still, I'm gonna. Because I can. Man, okay. This character, man. Well, I don't even have any words for this one right now. Okay, so this is 3, pretty much. I think that reduces hits. The other item I could care less about, so it can stay in the other realm. I don't care. Bum 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 bum. I think there was a way for me to fix it. I think if I had stayed as normal Lazarus, I could have purposely taken more damage, and it might have taken me back there, but also it might have just taken me up to the next floor, which then I could have come back down again. But that, I couldn't think at that level of thought in that second. That you're asking way too much from me if you're asking me to do that. I only just thought about that, but even then I don't even know what would have happened. It might have just crashed. It might have just been like, whoa there. Are you expecting me to store like this much data of your journey? I don't even know how the hourglass works. It must store so much data, right? Oh my god, there's a double tinted rock there. Okay, you definitely go to the regular version. That's what you do. So we'll be back. What about this place, huh? Okay. Well. Cool. Cool. So yeah, you definitely take that because you get none of the downsides. You literally only get the positives. No speed down from you. So I've technically got a tiny bit of use out of that. Out of rock bottom, but that wasn't a lot of use. I would want a lot of use, hopefully. We'll see. Bum-ba-da-bum. It just depends if we can get some of those strong items. Sure, we're gonna try to build up health on that other character for a while, I think. Especially since this guy always has a revive no matter what. Do I reload? I mean, it's not. It's technically... No, it is technically. Hang on. If I reload, then the other guy should have his hourglass anyways. So at that point, it doesn't really matter, I think. If I'm doing that correctly. Which I think I am. But also, hourglass is so weird with this character. Okay, yeah, it is how it works. He has his hourglass back. Unless it literally just charged, but I don't think it loses its charge. But okay. 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 Bum 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 da bum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-dum bum. As long as we can get this normal version to be just a bit stronger, the ride's pretty easy to not worry about that much. Okay, let's do the boss. Oh yeah, it's not down, 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 down. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, well, we got no openings, so that kind of sucks. But what path are we doing? I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. Which path would we get most benefit out of? I think Polar Void is just less confusing to worry about. I'm thinking the chest versus the negative. Having to actually worry about health and stuff is going to be more annoying. What is that? Is that the Bible? That's not really what I'm aiming for here. So I'm guessing, okay, let's just see. If I buy that, that's just free. Cool. Why not? Okay, and then I go. Then you get owned. Get owned because I'm annoyed at what happened previously. So get owned. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I mean, okay, nothing I can be bothered to work with there. Boom, boom. Oh, that works with Monstro. That's pretty cool. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom. Ba-doom, boom.
Infested?
Man, Flip is so weird. His whole character is just so weird. Great. So I could get those chests if I really wanted to. Not really. If it was gold chest, I would maybe reconsider. I mean, I could have retried as many times as I want, but still. Normal chest for hearts? No, thank you. Why would you even be desperate for pickups at this point? You just wouldn't be. Boom, 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 boom. Infested? I guess I am. Yo, that was easy. I found pills. At least the pills are identified by both, right? That makes life easier. Boom, 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 boom. What's my speed like? What about the speed of the other guy? Work out who needs it most. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. You need speed more. The other one is closer to Spun, but who cares about Spun, am I right? Boom, boom, ba-dum, ba. Oh, wow. Just the bombs touching them exploded them. That's amazing. Okay, so Flip is ready. So let's go. Teratoma. I mean, I do want Flip, obviously, for the Angel Room, if we can. Or at least stay as normal as us, that's right. That's how we should do this, because then I can always get my charges back up anyway. Actually, no, I don't know how it works. We'll see. Just know the hourglass will not help us in the angel shop. Okay. Okay, this is great. I think this is how we want to do it. We don't want the player card. That would use a waste for Flip anyways. That is just more damage. Nice. Okay. And we take that. Oh yeah, you give health. And then I just go down. And I don't worry about anything. Okay. Come on, Sacred Heart. You can make it up to me. That sucks. Okay, so yeah, we'll do it like this. And we flip it and reverse it. What just happened? I don't know. And then we get that. And then we get that. And then we get that. Then we blow that guy up. And then we go on our way, I guess. Yeah. I still don't know what's going on with this character. I thought I understood, but I'm still just just winging it right now. You gotta use so much brain power to get the right items. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-bum bum bum. Aren't they all at max soul hearts? Pretty sure they are. I do need the other guy to lose some, so then I can pick up these two. Okay, so bonk, bonk. There you go. There you go. Nice. I bet people has, well, actually I don't know. It's weird because in most circumstances you can easily switch it to the right character you want them to, but Devil and Angel Room, you're sort of stuck with whatever the game decides, kinda. Unless you have the situation where I have the habit and stuff. let's just ignore that room. I don't care anyway for that room, so that's fine. Does it reverse time, like actual time at the top when I do it? I actually don't know. Infested? No way. Bam, bam, bam. I really want something to work with Rock Bomb right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Actually, completing a room still gives me infinite retries. Hang on, Hourglass literally just breaks a game with a character. If you can complete the room, you can just make sure you take no damage from that room. Well, I guess it doesn't fully, I don't know. I don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of ways to break it with this character, but it seems to take like 1,000,000 brain cells to work that out, and I don't have that sort of brain power right now. Bow, 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 wow, bow, 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 bow. Fine, if we just play this character casually, we'll be fine. What's the negatives of this character? I think I've always said them earlier on. You get less items because it's smaller falls, I guess. But that's not that big of a disadvantage. Do I really care? No, I kind of should do care. Because that's glitter bombs, and I've got bombs. Okay, fair enough. Good argument. Does that work? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. Who knows? Boom, 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 boom. Took them anyways. It'd be better if it was for the other ones, but this is fine. Damn! Look how long this is gonna take me. I have 8 damage apparently. Not seeing it. Bow wow bow wow bow wow bow. You little shit. Oh wait, that wasn't even a room. I thought it was. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care for it then. Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom. Boom, ba-dum, boom. That's fine. At least it kind of works. I mean, what would be broken is if you didn't go back to the flip character you were. That would be very confusing. So I'm glad it works like this instead. Makes life a lot easier. You took away my... Okay, well, that's fine. I can't retry that room, but who needs to? It's funny, everything stays, even like the invincibility ad for a second. I wonder if that can be used for something. I don't know what, but something, you know? Okay, you should at least take one of these. Okay, flip is ready. Okay, here we go. Don't confuse me. I am Bomberman. Okay, that's cool. Wait, the bomber thing would have been useful. Wait, did I have Dr. Fetus at that time though? I might have, and I didn't realise it. Or I didn't have, and it's fine. But there was a Bomberman bomb pickup I could have had, I remember now. Why didn't I even get this item from? Must have been from an item in, right? Okay, here's how we're gonna play this, sure. Go in. Neither of them are great items. Well, I guess yeah, that's the order I wanted it. So I guess I do that. The book I can live without, honestly. And then we take the health. And then we go up and away. Come on, Sacred Heart. You gotta be in there somewhere. Wait a minute. Okay, it does appear no matter the character. Phew. That's good to know. I can get the sheeper, can't I? No. Yes? No. Yes. No. No, if I take... Not unless I take 6 damage. I would prefer this with the other character. How can I... I can do this. I can do this. If I get with the other character, it's a permanent stats up. It's a genius play, really. Okay, so I just kill the angel, switch, take it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's that simple. Okay, let's do it like that. Down there. And then I take it, which again, that is just a permanent plus 8 damage, right? I believe. And then take that, and then for no reason in particular, we flip. We take damage. We absorb a soul heart. We pick that up for some reason. But don't use it because it could be a teleport. We don't use that. We do use that.
Experimental pill.
And then we blow up the beggar. And then we get out of here. I think that was perfect. It's no Sacred Heart, but isn't it close to Sacred Heart level? Maybe. Because I mean, that seems pretty good if you ask me. Oh yeah, I can take 2 trinkets? What? What's making that happen? What? Am I losing? Oh, belly button. Maybe? Is that what that does? Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy. Whoa, okay. Sure, I'll let the other guy take this stuff. Bam, 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 bam. So now I've got almost positive luck with that guy. That's good. Okay, my damage should be crazy high now with Rock Bomb. Rock Bomb, I mean, come on. Double Hourglass plus Rock Bomb. Sure, I could have tried to get double Rock Bomb, but I mean, I don't think that would have helped. Bum, ba da bum, ba da bum, bum, bum. I think this is literally just probably one of the best ones you could get with this character, right? Surely. It could have been better, because I could have had Sacred Heart, but again, I could only have had Sacred Heart if I knew how those mechanics all work together. And at the time, I did not. Now I know the game just doesn't understand itself, but that's fine. Now we're in the clear. If Delirium wants to show up, that's up to him. But I'm just going to leave the door open. And he can just decide if he want to walk in or not. That's fine with me. Okay, we'll leave the Soul Heart there for Bomberman. Here comes Bomberman, taking the damage. Yoink. Oh. Yoink. There you go. Bum 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 bum. My damage is higher as this guy, but Dr. Fetus probably has a built-in higher multiplier, if I were to guess. I guess I'll look for a secret room. You know, Arky maybe? Arky? I mean, it's not going to happen, but I do have 2 chances if a secret room item does show up. Okay, fair enough. I still don't think you can get any items in super secret rooms, right? I'm not crazy about that. Okay, yeah, this is right character. I do get 1 more angel shop. It could do me a favour, but that's only if it wants to. Okay, Isaac, here we go. You should be going downhill. Bow, bow. Bum, bum. Imagine if you flipped every time you took damage. Now that would be an interesting challenge. Okay, 1 damage, I'm not gonna cry over it. I don't want to do you right now. Show up later, okay? You show up later, please. Okay, so let's check out these first. 1 item. Are you kidding? Holy mantle. This isn't the right characters I want him on. Just think about this. I want the candle on the one that will have permanent stats. That's an obvious one to me. No, wait, hang on. What character am I now? Never mind. This is the right character. And I take it back. So I want that, and then flip. No. Oh, flip. Use it. Take it. I think I'm happy with that. Oh, I might be able to pull the sword as well. Do I want the swords? I mean, at this point... Oh, I'm getting key pieces back. That's nice. We'll see. The game will judge whether or not I should get the sword. This is the game's doing. And it's been decided. I'll get the sword. I mean, it might be good. We have a lot of tries to make use of this. And then why not? You take the remainder, man. You don't even have a chance to pay out. I don't know why I did it. That's just a tears up. Do I want a tears up? It's not a damage down. Didn't make as much as a difference I was hoping for, honestly. But that's fine. That's fine. So, dunce, hacks. These definitely don't have stack conversions, do they? No. I don't even know if that works. Oh, it might just be free, you know? It might just be free stuff. Suplex? I mean, might as well pick these up, right? Who cares? Who cares? I'm strong enough already. Oh, the sword might have been a good option. And also bombs plus Holy Mantle. Yo, you what? Sure, it's no Sacred Heart, but I'll live without Sacred Heart. Who needs it, man? Sacred Heart's too powerful anyways. Get nerfed. I nerfed it myself. I think this amount of damage with the sword is just... it's just too much damage, man. Boom. 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 Easy, easy plays. Oh yeah, I'm back to the sword guy. I don't know which one is actually stronger right now. I feel like the sword guy is just, oh, he is definitely. I think that's a deciding factor. Who knew that was going to be the difference? Actually, I should save my money. What am I doing? If I get Delirium to show his face, that's another angel store. Right? Pretty sure it would be. Invested. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. I'm kind of disappointed that we only get one item here. But that's fine. Is that damage up? It's better on the other guy, I think, if it is. I believe it is. At this stage, I don't think it matters that much. It's a health up for sure. Okay, it doesn't seem like it was a direct damage up, so that kind of sucks, I think. But oh well. Boom. Boom, boom. For wafer? Yellow? Yoink. Bum, 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 bum. The sun? The devil? The sun? I guess the sun. I don't know, would the devil affect both of them? I presume it wouldn't, but I don't know how the game even programs this character, man. Seems like it would take a lot of effort to do all this. And not have it break immediately. Because you have to record 2 separate characters switching in and out all the time. That just sounds like it would break the game, but I guess it sort of has for me. Oh, okay. I mean, 1 damage is nothing. Come on. 1 has Holy Mantle, the other one has the Wafer. I mean, what kind of combination is that, you know? Bam, bam. Maybe I don't know. What do I think of this character? Is he my favourite? Is he one of my favourites? I think I need to try him a bit more to actually know my answer. But I am enjoying him a lot right now. I'll be honest. I am really enjoying him. But also, I don't know if it's just because I got a really good run going on. I actually don't know. So, we'll see. If I have Delirium, at least I got to get out jail free card. And also, I can just reverse time. So, either or works. Boom. 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 Bum 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 bum. Bum. Alright, let's go. Blue baby. I mean, I mean, how does the fire work for candle? Does it light higher even though I'm not even that character? Do you think? And do like pennies, like if they are gonna drop, like a penny bag or whatever, if it was gonna drop, would it drop on the next switch? I don't know these things. I think I do want to flip here. There we go. We'll see. We'll see. I can always retry it again. But I wanted just to give a sword a go against Mega Sen with all these good stats. I mean, that was pretty quick. I think it was far quicker than Dr. Fetus would probably bring us to. It's just if I can survive. It seems like I'm surviving, I'll be honest. Okay, wow. The tears up means I can just rapidly repeat this attack. Tears up is fantastic with this sword, honestly. Boom, boom, boom. I've never seen the sword so strong before. Okay, I've taken damage. That's fine. Hand spawned on top of me. Bum 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 bum, ba dum bum bum. Okay, there you go. Final phase. I don't know if it's there. What does more damage, this? Or this? I don't know. I think spamming probably does, but it hurts my hands a lot. If you had an auto key presser, would it literally just kill bosses instantly? Because it seems to work every press, but surely it's restricted per tick. And how much damage can you do per tick? How much does the game actually allow you to do? Because if it's anything like auto cookie clicker, it'll be like, oh yeah, you can do way more than you could do if you're a real person. I have no idea. There you go. Come on, Delirium. Come on, Delirium. Come on. Oh, tough luck. Wooden chest. 1,000,000% stop. What gave me that unlock? I honestly don't know. But where's my boy? Where's my boy? There's my boy. Interesting character. What an interesting character. I think it'll be a bit hard to do boss rush and hush when you're trying to concentrate, like hard to do that, but I guess we'll see. But I'll probably want to try to unlock a new character since I got a lot of unlocks for them already. Eden might be interesting. I know exactly how Eden works unless there's another mechanic, which is every time you take damage, you reroll. The Lost, no thanks. Apollyon, I don't know. Daphne, I don't know. Magdalene, I don't know. Judas, I don't know. Azazel, I don't know. So I'll probably try to go for maybe Azazel, you know. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, let me know, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.